We are at Reinberge Elementary School with Alice Tillett, who looks a little old for, you're not one of the students. How many years were you held back?
A number of years.
Okay. But you've gone on to be successful as the president of Pacific Cycling?
Correct.
And you are here today for?
I'm here today for the helmets on
See,
heads.
I get to do this and you say, the eyes are here? No.
Oh, I have to stay up. As long as you can edit, we'll be good.
No, I can't edit, so it's good. This is it. Good luck to both of us.
Yes, working with Think First to launch the Helmets on Heads campaign. Ultimate goal is to educate children, adults of all ages on how to wear a helmet properly and be safe while riding a bike.
Now, for those of us who grew up when they didn't have helmets and suffered massive brain injuries but still can hold a flip cam, the benefits of wearing a helmet are?
Number one is to keep from having any type of brain injury and or any type of spinal cord injury. Bottom line is, it's to make sure that when you go out to have fun, that when you return, you still had fun.
Now with helmets, judging by the action on the stage, it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition.
It is not. It's just as important when you buy the helmet that you know how to fit yourself properly to the helmet. So up on the stage, what the Think First team is doing is making sure every child that receives a free Schwinn helmet today learns how to properly fit themselves so that even though they're wearing the helmet, that they remain injury-free. Because if you don't fit it properly, then there's a huge chance that you still will end up with an injury.
Is it tough to convince the kids who might think, gee, it doesn't look all that cool? Until you say, look at the Tour de France and those guys are wearing helmets.
It is. I think that's the biggest challenge that we have. Only 25% of the bike riders today, no matter what, whether they're avid bike riders or just recreational, wear a helmet. And that's a huge amount of people left that need to be able to wear a helmet, and you have to be able to hit that age group to get them to understand, while it may not be cool, it's about remaining safe while you ride.
You have a program for adults?
Same program. Absolutely same program.
Different size heads?
Absolutely.
More difficult to convince them than school-age kids?
If you sit at my desk and you receive the letters that I get, both challenging where a child didn't or an adult didn't ride a helmet, or a positive one where a helmet saved a child's life, usually when I make that phone call to the parent just to talk to them about it, one of the first questions I say is, you are the example. And it's only really by that example will the child learn to be able to wear that helmet as they grow up as well.
Now, I'm unfamiliar with the world of helmets. Are there good helmets, bad helmets?
Based upon the CPSC ruling, all helmets have to follow a standard. So, my comment's going to be, if they're sold in the U.S., they've passed CPSC testing, so they are all good helmets. So, to me, whether you're wearing a Schwinn helmet or whatever helmet may be out there, put one on your head because they're all going to be safe.
Now, for people who aren't students at Reinberge Elementary and have to actually go out and get helmets, do you have to go to a cycle store, or are they readily available in larger? Very, very readily available. Yes, you can go to a bike shop, but you also have the ability to go to any of your retail merchants, Kmart, Walmart, Target, Dick's Sporting Goods. Anyone that sells bikes will be able to, you will be able to purchase a helmet at any size for either a child or an adult. And if I'm going to cycle over there, I should walk my bicycle to those stores, right? Until you get a helmet, absolutely. And they're not overly expensive. So you can buy, you can buy a helmet for $24.99 or $9.99 for a child and still be able to have money left over for any other parts and pieces you want for your bike. How did Helmets on Heads come about? It's about a year and a half in the making. I will tell you, as I said, sitting at the desk, every day and reading a lot of the letters that I got in from parents that talked about how a helmet saved their child's life or a helmet saved their life, and seeing a lot of the stats that were out there of people that weren't wearing helmets. About a year and a half ago, it was a passion of mine to be able to get more people
to purchase helmets and more people, whether child or adults, to wear helmets. So I actually ended up talking to one of the Kmart buyers, and he had a child that went to a Think First program. And kind of that's how we partnered up. He was able to put the two of us together, and with their passion for keeping children safe and ours for making sure that they're extremely safe during bike riding, it's kind of how it came about.
Now, Pacific Cycling is located in Madison, Wisconsin.
Correct.
Did you cycle down?
I did not. It's a little bit far, and the bike path doesn't stretch that far.
But had you would have worn a helmet.
I would have absolutely worn a helmet.
What are they made out of?
That can vary. It can be poly helmets. They can be carbon fiber helmets. There's a tremendous amount of different type, as long as they're all within that CPSC guidelines.
So this is in the infancy. This program?
Absolutely. Just launched last Thursday, and we started that launch in New York City. And this year we've guaranteed 5 cities. This is the second in Chicago. We will have Austin, Texas, Denver, and Minneapolis additions this year. And our goal is, in the next 10 years, to educate and train 1 million kids on how to wear helmets correctly.
Now, for this, you have Summer Sanders, Olympic swimmer.
Correct.
Mom of 2.
Mom of 2, yes.
So she has a vested interest right there. Do you sort of need a celebrity-type athlete to help sell the program, or does it just make it a little easier?
I think it makes it a little bit easier. Summer, we've been very fortunate. She's actually, we've worked with her for about 2 years, and she's actually our Schwinn ambassador. So she also works with us on the Schwinn bike line. And it just, there's a connection. If you would have been in here earlier to be able to see the kids, being able to connect to an Olympic swimmer, and being able to look up to someone and having that someone tell you to wear a helmet, that is absolutely a huge plus.
Plus, she qualifies as a mom.
Absolutely.
And if you don't listen to your own mom, you might listen to somebody else's.
Absolutely. A mom with 2 kids and 2 very active kids.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Good luck with helmets on heads.
Great. Thank you very much.